Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how I make this trouser pants you are watching on the screen right now. I'll be showing you how to fix your side pocket and how to fix your zip at the side as well. I'll be showing you in details of how I cut and sew it. So if you are interested in this kind of tutorial, kindly stay back and watch this tutorial from beginning to the end. Thanks for watching. So before we proceed to the tutorial, I want to explain to you guys something now, because if you want to sew a trouser, at least you have to have the knowledge of what you are sewing, right? Okay, and how to go about it. So the first thing you need to do is, when you want to fold your fabric, you are going to be using your lapse measurements to fold your fabric. Let's say your lapse is 25. So you are going divided by 2, because you are going to be folding it in 2. You know you are going to be folding it, so it's going to be divided by 2. So now I've already folded the fabric divided by 2, because I'll be using, so the length I'll be using is the length of 38. So I remove 2 inches from the length measurement. That's why I start my measurement from 3. I already removed 2 inches for the band, then I added 2 inches to the length measurement. That 2 inch I had is for the folding at the down part of the pants. I hope you are getting it. So now, how do you want the wideness of your leg to be, depending on your choice? So for this trouser, I decided to make the wideness 8.5. This is the front. The one I'm cutting right now is the front. So I make the down part, I make the wideness of the leg 8.5. Now, like I said earlier, I said that, so the person lapse is 24. 24 divided by 2 will give us 12. So I just mark out my 12 here right now. The place I mark out is 12. You don't need to don't add anything to the lapse measurements. Don't add anything. And when you want to get your crush, the method I use is the person lapse divided by 2 minus 1. Now, I said we are removing 2 inches from the upper part, so I just removed the 2 inches, then I minus 1, so making 3 inches. So what I have here is 11. We said, let me explain this place carefully. The person lapse is 24. 24 divided by 2 will give us 12, minus 1 will give us 11. So the crush I'm using here is 11. You understand? So I just mark out the lapse at that point that I mark out 11. Now come to the waist measurement. What is the person waist measurement? Like this person now, our waist is 28. So I just mark out 7, because the waist is going to be divided by 4. 28 divided by 4 will give us 7, plus 1 inches. I'm going to add just only 1 inches to the waist measurement. The 1 inches is for sewing allowance and stuff. I hope you are getting it. So I just added just 1 inches to the waist measurement. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to connect a line from this crotch side to the waist measurement. So this is 7. Okay, I think I added 1.5. Yeah, I added 1.5, not 1 inches. I added 1.5, but you can also add 1 inches to your waist measurement. Please, you can use 1 inches, you can use 1.5. You can add all this thing that you're adding is just for sewing allowance and stuff, for the joining and stuff. So I just connect a line from my crotch here. Can you see the way I connect the line? So I just connect a line as shown. Then another thing I'm going to do now is that I'm going to measure out from the waistline. I'm going to measure a line. So this is the crotch. So I'm going to measure a line from the waist to the nail length. From the waist to the nail length. If possible, you can measure your customer across her ankle. The ankle here. You can measure your customer across that side. You understand? So I'll measure from my, anything you are doing, make sure that you remove the 2 inches band you are going to put. So from my waist to my nail is 22. So I just mark that out. I mark out the 22. So I'm going to rule that out as well. I'll rule it out. Just rule it out so that you'll be able to connect accordingly. If there is anything you don't understand in this tutorial, don't hesitate to comment in the comment section, and I promise to answer you. So now the next thing we're going to do now is to connect the leg. So I'm going to connect the leg. I measure round the person's ankle, so I'm going to be using 20 divided by 2 will give us 10. So I'm going to connect a line from the leg to the ankle, then to the crotch side. So let's do that. So I'm going to connect from this leg ankle right here. I'll connect it to the crotch side. I'll connect it. After connecting, then I'll come to the leg. Then I'm going to connect a line. Just connect. You can use your free hand to do that. I just feel like let me just use this ruler to do it. You can decide to use your ruler. You can decide to use your free hand to do that as well. Just make sure that your hand is straight, and that is all. So before you cut it out, the next thing you're going to do is that you are going to slant your front pants, the front body that we mark out earlier. You are going to slant this place by 1 inch. Don't forget to slant it. It will make your pants to look more comfortable in your body. You understand? It will make it look so comfortable, and you feel good when you wear it. So just make sure that you mark out 1 inch and slant it as shown. Can you see the way I slant it? So the next thing we are going to do now is to cut it out. We are going to cut it out now. So the next thing we are going to do now is to cut the back body. So I'm going to fold the fabric again and cut the back body. The only difference is that you're going to add to the back body. So I'll be showing you guys how to go about that. So let's fold it and place the front. You're going to place the front body on this new fabric that we're folding to cut out the back. You understand? It's very, very simple and easy to make. This pant that I'm making is not a fitted pant. As you can see, my body is not that fitted. It's a little bit free on my body. Please, I want you to pay very close attention to this. So when you are placing it, just place it. Make sure that you add to the body the back that you want to cut. So when placing the material, add extra so that you'll be able to take out your new measurement that you want to use for the back bodies. So I just mark it out. I just place it. You can see that I have extra fabric at the end of the new fabric that we want to cut. So now what you're going to do now is that we are going to add 2 inches extra on this our back bodies. At the same time, don't forget, when you are cutting the back bodies, the slant that we make here earlier, you are going to return that slant to the back. The back will not be slant. It's only the front that is going to be slant. So the 1 inch that we removed earlier, please return it. But if the owner of the pant she has bum, like if she has a big bum, this place, if you want it to look so comfortable on her, add 2 inches. Add 2 inches to the slant. Just from this back side, from this place, just make sure that you add at least 2 inches. By the time she wears it, the pants will sit comfortable on her. So the next thing you're going to do now is to start marking out your two. You're going to mark your two off through. You're going to mark it from beginning to the end of your fabric. So just mark this place. Can you see the way I mark it? Then mark here as well. Then mark out your 2 inches from here. Mark your 2 inches from here. Just mark it as shown. Mark it out as shown. And after marking it, you're going to cut it out. After cutting it, the next thing you're going to cut is the band. The band we talked about earlier. So I just cut out 4 by 32. I added to the waist measurement. Then the next thing you're going to cut is the pocket. So for the pocket, you're going to cut 7 unfold by 14. Please don't forget, you're going to cut 7 unfold by 14. I repeat again, You are going to cut 7 unfold by 14 or 13, depending on your choice, how much you want the pocket to be long. So you can use 13 or 14 for the long, and for the wideness 14. That is 7 unfold. You understand? So now I'm done cutting. I already cut the pocket, I already cut the waistband, and I already cut the pants. So the next thing I'm doing now is to, when you are done cutting, the next thing you need to do is to your band, first fold it as shown. Just fold only one side like this. You're folding only one side, please. You're folding only this side. When you are done with that, just place that one aside. Then you move to the next procedure. You move to the next step. So I'm done with that. I'm done with the band. So the next thing we are going to do now is to take the front body. For now, you don't have any work with the back bodies. The first thing you need to do is to take your front, the front that we cut earlier. Take the front. So in this tutorial, I'll be showing you 2 ways to fix your pockets. So I'm going to be showing you the 2 pockets. I will do one way in one pocket. I will do another way to fix your pocket in another pocket. You understand? So this is our pocket that we cut earlier. Take one side, good face facing good face. That is good side facing good side. You know we cut 14 by 14, so you can just pick any one of the 2. So just sew it straight down. You are going to sew it to 7. You are going to stop at 7. You start from the waistband, you stop at 7. So when you stop, the next thing, just notch here. Don't let it pass that exact place that you stitch. Don't let it pass there. I hope you are getting it. So after you are done with that, open your stitches. When you open the stitches, this is the pockets. This is the main fabric, the main body. You are not touching the pockets yet. You are touching the main body. So from the main body, can you see the way I do it? See the way I fold it? This is the pockets. That is the main body. So it's the main body I fold. I fold the main body. Then take your tape rule and measure 1 inches. Please take your tape rule and measure 1 inches from here. So then the next thing you need to do after you measure it, can you see? Please watch carefully. Just place your machine on it as shown. Just top stitch it. This one is very simple. If you are not going to be putting stay or anything, and it's easy to make, just stitch it, and you're going to stop the stitching at 7. You know, when you sew it, you stop at 7. You're going to stop the stitches as well as on that 7. You understand? So when you sew it, this is what you're going to have. I want to resew that place. That place is not straight, so I just want to redo that place so that it will come out very fine. To just stop right there. Don't forget, when we cut the pockets, we cut 14 by 14. Don't forget that. So this is what we're going to have. This is how it's going to be after you sew it. Can you see? Now what you're going to do, this is the pocket, right? Now open it. Open the pocket, the cloth that we use for the pocket. Open it, and after opening it, you are going to have it's going to be like this. After you open it, it's going to be like this. I open it again for you to see, and this is what you're going to have, just as shown. You can give it a try. It's very simple and easy. Just place it as shown. After you are done with that, the next thing you need to do is first stitch the upper part, the waist side. Stitch the main fabric and the pocket, everything, stitch it together. Just join it together as shown. Join it as shown. Can you see? After you join it, stitch it. Just watch the way I'm going to stitch it. It's not going to be straight, it's going to be slant as shown. Stitch it as shown. Yes, just stitch it. We are stitching everything together. This is one method. Like I said earlier, that I'm going to be showing you two methods. This is a very, very simple. The simplest method is this one. So remove this one, remove the main body from the pocket at the down part here, and stitch only the pocket at the down part. This one that I'm stitching now is only the pocket. So when I'm done with the sewing, I'm going to weave the inside. This one we are going to weave the inside. This one there's nothing. So you're going to weave the inside. Then another thing we're going to do now is to cut the excess out. You're going to cut out the excess. I just have to sew it first before I cut it out. You can decide to cut it out before you sew it, depending on your choice. So this is what you are going to have after sewing it. This is what you're going to have after you sew it. Now, the next thing you're going to do now is to place the back body. You know we have 4 pieces, 2 front, 2 back. So the next thing you're going to have now is to place the back body on the front body that we just did, and just sew it straight down. Here you get, just sew it straight. So when you are done, measure the leg. We said earlier that we are using 8.5 for the leg, so measure your leg and sew it as shown as well. After you already join the side body, the next thing you need to do is to join the other side as well. You are going to join each leg apart. You are going to join the one leg separately, the second leg separately, before we now join it in the middle part. So the next thing you're going to do now is to take that. I'm going to take that for the pants. You are not taking that in the front, only back darts. And if you don't want to use that as well, you can as well not put that. So if you are taking that, you are going to measure your dart from the side, not from the middle. You are going to measure your dart from the side. So for this dart now, I use 4.5. For the back dart, I use 4.5. Then I'm going to sew it 4.5 by 5 inches. Sorry, my hand covered that place. I measure 5 there. So it's 4.5 by 5. That is what I use for the darts. So that is that about that. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'll turn it, I will iron it, and I'm still going to weave all the inside when I'm done sewing it. You can decide to weave it before sewing it, and you can decide to weave it after sewing it. But before I go to the second leg, the next thing I did was to fold the leg part. I just fold it. So you're going to fold your leg. You're going to fold the leg. So I just fold the leg. And that is that about one leg. Now, if not that I want to show you another way of doing the pocket, I suppose to just do the second one the same way I did the first one, and just join the waistband and fix the zip. But because I want to show you guys how you can do the pocket in another way, it's almost the same, but there is a little bit different. So let me show you how you're going to go about it. So it now depends on your choice. Which one do you want to use? I hope you are getting it. It's now depend on your choice. If you like the first method that I use, you are good to go. And if you feel like I think I like the second method as well, then you feel you're good to go as well. So what you're going to do is that the same way we did the first one, place your pocket. This is the pocket, good side facing good side, at the waist, at the side waist. So just place it on each other and measure out your 7. You're going to stop the stitching at 7 as well. So just watch how I'm going to do that. And don't forget to notch it as well. Don't forget to notch. After you are done with that, open it. When you open it, measure out your one at the waistline, at the waist as well. On the main body, measure your 1 inches. This is more than 1, so I'm going to like redo it again. This is 1. Then stitch that side and stop at exactly where you notch. You are going to stop at that as well. Yeah, stop right there. When you are done with that, then you are going to open the pocket. You are going to can you see what we have? Then the next thing you're going to do is this is what we have right now. Then we are open it like this. Just do it like this. Place it as shown. Can you see? This is what you're going. Let me open it for you to see. This is it. This is it. Can you see that? Now, the next thing you're going to do is to sew the upper part just the same way we sewed the first one as well. I will show you the difference now, but please just be patient to watch this. Stitch here. So I've already stitched it. Then the next thing you need to do it very well. Then this one you are going to cut it down, not like the other one that I did earlier. So this is it. I just cut it out. Now the next thing you need to do is to notch that place. Yes, first let me cut it. I think it's too much here. Yeah, I just cut it. Then I'm going to notch here. I'm going to notch exactly this place. Yes. Now let me first notch it so that you will not do mistake. Can you see? This is what you're going to have. Now the next thing you need to do is just open it bad side to bad side. I'll open it again and show you. Bad side. You're not going to sew the good face. You're going to sew the bad side. Just place it on each other. Yeah, so you know now you are sewing the good side, right? The bad side, we are going to turn it outside now. So after sewing it, I'm going to open it. We are going to open it because this is going to be inside, while the bad side is going to be the outside. Can you see? This is this one. Very neat. This one is very neat. Not like this one, you don't need to weave the pocket. This one, you are done with it. Now after doing it like that, this is what you're going to have. Can you see? This is what we have. This is the pocket right here. Then after you are done with that, you're going to place the back just the same way we join the front. The second one, you're going to place the back, but when you are joining the back, you are going to remove the pocket from joining. You are not going to join the pocket with this one. So let me just place the back on it, and we are going to sew it. Now I will show you when I'm removing the pocket from inside before I forward it. Open it and just sew it straight down. Now wash. I already removed the pocket. You are not going to sew it with pockets. You're going to remove the pocket and just sew it straight. And we are done. Take your darts. Don't forget to take your second dart for the back. Take your dart, and after you are done with that, the next thing we are going to do now is to join the two trousers together. So I mean the two leg. You know, we are done with each leg now. So the next thing we are going to do is to join the two legs together. So this is how you're going to do that. Place. You are going to start from the back. You can decide to start from the front as well, depending on your choice. So you're going to place the back on each back. I mean the back side. You're going to place the two on each other, and you are going to sew it from the back to the front. But before you do that, make sure that you measure your waist. What is your waist? So you are going to be using your waist to take out your measurements, and after that you just sew. So this is what I have after joining the two together. This is what I have. Can you see it? And so I want to measure out the waist if it's correct. If it's not correct, I'm going to take it a little. I'm going to take, so it's okay. I think I said my waist is 28, so it's a little bit excess. So I'm going to take that little that is excess so that it will not be free on my body. So I'm going to take that little bit that is excess. So just take it from the back. You can decide to take it from the front as well, but for this particular one, because I think the excess is in the back, so you're just going to take the half inch from the back, only the back piece, you understand? Just take it, no need to sew it to the front. Can you see? I just stop the stitching right there because it's the back that is excess. So that is that about that. The next thing I'm going to do now is, because I'm putting the zip at the side, so I'm going to loose the left side. You understand? Because zip is always at the left side of a pant, so I'm going to loose the left side a little bit, and I'm going to fix the band from the left side straight down the waist, all around the waist. Then I'm going to fix the zip. So I'm going to place the band on it. Please don't forget, you remember when I started sewing, I first stitched one side of the band. So the side that I don't fold is the side I'm going to place on the main body. The side I didn't fold, so that's where I'm putting on the main body. So I'm just going to stitch it straight down. I'm going to stitch it straight. So this is it after stitching it. The next thing you are going to do is to place, you are going to fold the band on it like this. Can you see? But me, I always like to sew on the other side because I want to see what I'm sewing. I want to see how the stitches is. So this is how I always place it on my machine. Depending on your choice, you can decide to place it another way, but this is how I always do my finishing of a band. I always like to place it as shown so that I'll be able to see what I'm sewing clearly, to see the stitches if it's nice or not. You understand? So just place it as shown and just stitch it straight down. And after you are done with that, the next thing you're going to do is to fix your side zip. If you don't know how to fix a zip, you can comment in the comment section so that I can do a tutorial on how to fix your zip, either gown or pants or skirt. I can do a tutorial on that if you would like me to do a tutorial on that. And after sewing it, this is what we have. Can you see? This is what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do, like I said earlier, is that I'm going to take it, I'll weave all the inside. After weaving it, I'll now iron it. I'm going to press my iron on it, iron it accordingly the way they used to iron trousers. And after I'm done with that, then I already weave it and I already iron it. Then after, this is what I have. Can you see the pants? You can sit down, you can climb okada, you can do anything. It's not going to shock you. The crush is not tight and the pocket is nicely fixed. You can decide to put your zip at the back as well, but depending on your choice. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching the channel. God bless you. Bye.